Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we need to talk about GT7. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today is not a VR day. I didn't want to have to put the VR headset on just to talk about this, but we are effectively getting a 120 FPS mode for Gran Turismo 7 in the next update, which will be arriving on March 30th. So essentially tomorrow. Tomorrow we get 120 FPS mode. I will be checking that out to see what that is going to entail. So my understanding of that would possibly be, in order to get 120 FPS mode, we're definitely going to be taking a resolution hit. I'm going to slow down a little bit and just kind of drive this Lambo, man, this thing, and check it out. But essentially, they would probably end up having to drop resolution, but how far is one thing. If maybe 1080p, maybe 1440p, maybe they just go back to what they did with GT Sport and do a checkerboard rendered version that still produces a pretty dang good, pretty good looking, Well, see, with this game right here with checkerboard, most of the stages would look pretty good. Maybe this one right here, maybe the trees will look a little fuzzy or whatever, but man, I don't necessarily think that that's going to matter too much. As much as having 120 FPS mode in this game would benefit, yeah, dude, I think that the things that we would lose visually would 100% be worth that cost. Would be worth that cost, to be completely honest with you. If we have to go down to, like, 1800p checkerboard or something, I personally think that would be justifiable, to be completely honest with you. So what does that mean for the PSVR 2 version? What does that mean? 120 FPS. Will we finally get 120 FPS in our headset? Is that something that was always planned? It just wasn't ready for launch? Will that affect the overall outcome of how that feels? Probably. That is a potential thing that's possible. So you already know that the PSVR 2 does have a 120 FPS screen built into it. So yeah, theoretically, we could potentially get the 120 FPS as opposed to the low frame rate compensation, doubling of frames that we're essentially getting right now with the PSVR headset, which in turn, if we had the 120, I think it would definitely stabilize the image even more. Oh my gosh, I can't even drive today, man. Like, my goodness. I'm not even focused on driving, so I'm getting used to this car is a little bit weird. It feels a lot different driving these on a flat screen as opposed to driving them in VR. Like, the VR just feels a lot better, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that will help with the image quality and stuff. Maybe even bring checkerboard rendering into the PSVR 2 version to help, with the image quality and stuff. Whatever they can do to make that a more, to make that image quality look better in the headset, I'm all for that. If it's checkerboard or whatever, if that works, I mean, that would be pretty cool, man. I would like to see some cool stuff. I'm glad that they're still working on it and stuff, and they'll keep adding stuff to this. That's why I was like pretty much on board with the way the way they launched it. Like, right now, Gran Turismo 7 on PSVR 2 is a stable launch experience. It's a stable launch experience. So when they add more to it and they up the content, man, I'm just not doing good today in this car. I don't know if I like this one. This one feels different than all the other cars. Like, this one here just does not feel good at all on this wheel. Like, I can barely feel like any of that kind of stuff. It's all bouncy and bumpy and just, yeah, this just does not feel good to drive on this. On the flat screen anyways. But I think that potentially having 120 FPS support is going to be really good for the quality of this experience. 120 FPS is a big thing when it comes to racing games. Like you'll love it. You will love the way that that feels when you're playing this. So basically, yeah, I'm super excited that we're going to get 120 FPS mode. I will test it on both my monitor as well as the 4K OLED, and we'll see exactly how that turns out. I wanted to kind of get at least through this lap before I end the video, so I can stop. All right, let's see. This car is weird, man. I don't know if I like the gearing or what it is, but I don't know. I'm excited to see this 120 FPS mode. Like, I am really excited about that. Oh wow, there's 7 gears. Nice. But yeah, like I'm really happy with that. I'm happy that they announced that. I'm curious to see how they went about bringing that experience. If it's gonna be more of a if it's going to be more of a, like a checkerboard image, or if they're just going to go with native. See, I don't really, or dynamic resolution. I kind of think that maybe they should do dynamic resolution, but at the same time, no. I mean, you kind of want that image quality because let's face it, man. If you bought this game and you have a 4K screen, you're going to want that 4K image retention still. So hopefully Sony's got a hopefully they've got a plan for that so that we can get a decent image quality. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.